Another episode of Big Eyes Small Mouth, part of our Wednesday night showcase, where we get to showcase games that aren't necessarily D&D 5e. So without further ado, we always like to thank our sponsors before we begin. So that is, of course, starting off with D&D Beyond. That is D, the letter N, D, Beyond.com, as well as Station Retro and Lucky Dice Cafe. If you're looking for a live game to play out in the Huntsville, Alabama area, you should head out to those two locations and check them out. Captain Sack, who is our main DM, has games running in those two locations from Thursday to Sunday. So go on and check them out. We wish Rainer the best of luck recovering and hope he feels better to join us next week. But without any more aplomb, V, where did we leave off?
Last time, we left off with Yazawa not having any control over her mech. Everyone sees Revenant standing before them, holding its hand out. Yazawa, you've already let the connection go to everyone that this isn't you doing this. But still, Revenant sits still, holds his hand out towards you all, and waits.
Now, is it holding its hand out to us like this, like it's waiting for us to put something in its hand, or like it's waiting for a handshake? Or...
Like a handshake.
Great spaces.
If I remember correctly, it also said, I mean no harm.
To Yazawa. Not out loud, not to everyone.
Okay.
To Yazawa. Yeah.
Is this the time for this right now? A handshake in the middle of where we are?
Shake its hand and find out.
No, you.
Well, no, see, if it grabs you, don't let go. You need somebody to cut that hand off. That's me.
No. I like my hands.
Not your hand, the other hand.
I know what I said. Grit Space leaves the room.
For what it's worth, whatever it is states that they mean no harm. But I still have no control over my mech.
Can you communicate back to whatever it is?
Well, I can I misclicked on another
I'm like, well, and I'm gonna take that. No.
And that's how we lost. And that's how we lost them.
Yeah, we can treat that as a actual in-game happen. Like all of a sudden, disconnect. Oh shoot!
All right, carve out a remake.
Try.
You want to try talking?
Sure. How to communicate with this thing, but might as well try.
What do you want to say? And how do you want to say it? Just out loud? Just...
Well, did it talk to me or did it talk to me through my mech?
You could hear it through your mech.
Okay. Then she'll cut off comms to everything else and just talk in her mech. And ask, if you mean no harm, what do you want?
To free everyone trapped.
Who is trapped?
Everyone here.
No, I'm really going to need you to define everyone. Because we're looking for a specific set of people. We don't have the capabilities to free everyone if everyone is more than the people we came in for?
To free the ones you've come to find, first you need to free the ones here.
Free
You
them.
realize this connection that you're talking with isn't going out anywhere. This connection is coming from Revenant.
Did we find a way to actually fully communicate with these mechanized suits?
You call us suits. We call us
really-
living.
I will be honest, we really didn't have another name for you. As I'm sure you're noticing, we fit in here very well.
If you take out the right parts.
So you're Revenant then?
Yes.
Okay.
Suit's got a mind of its own.
Okay.
Anyway, I started blasting.
So you want to free everyone here
Yes.
and go back to our world, or
We
free
will bring you
everyone
back.
here so that you are able to exist here?
This is our home.
To be fair, I'm asking because I don't know.
This is our home. We will take you out. We will return.
Okay. And what do we have to do to free everyone?
Return what was stolen.
The suits? Or, I guess, the living beings that we are currently coexisting with?
Yes.
Okay. She's going to open the comms to everybody else again, and then just fill them in on what she's just found out, and the fact that she is talking to Revenant. Not a nameless voice is actually talking to Revenant.
Cortop starts talking to GSL.
You might want to shake my hand first.
I'm going to decline, at least while I have our very important containers to make sure we get home with.
I will. It's like Kartov is like he went to the door and he's been like looking out this whole time while they've been talking. And as he's filled in, he's like getting antsy, and then eventually he just pops over there and just does it.
Okay. You connect with Revenant and with the Izawa. Grid space stiffens the same way that Revenant had stiffened earlier. And there is moments of just silence inside the suit before you see the same symbols that Izawa saw on your HUD on your screen. And you don't hear it at first until it kind of comes through a little booming. And the arm to grid space rips back from Revenant without you doing it. And then it's it's there, that same sort of feeling of not having the control like you used to. It's almost like you're fighting it a little bit, but at the same time it's trying to move along with you.
Hey, buddy.
Me trying to think of how Gridspace would talk now. I feel like this is going to be exciting.
Yeah, it is.
That's one thing I didn't think about. It's very jumbled at first. It's in that weird sort of language that you had heard throughout some of the other things. Whenever did you connect? No, you. Yes, you did. That you had at least heard whenever it was walking around because you had recorded, right?
Mhm.
Before it it sort of comes through clearer and in a language that you understand, and it said, "Hi," and it sort of bounces back and forth on its feet, almost as if it's like ready to go. You've unlocked something with Gridspace, and you can converse with Gridspace at any time.
Sick. I can talk to him.
Mhm.
He, they, what? Do you have pronouns?
We have sexes, but usually not important,
Fair enough.
depending.
Sure. Just gonna use they for now if it's okay, because human vernacular only has so many.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mhm.
Why are we so similar?
That's the connection.
Is this some kind of the one chooses the wizard thing?
What?
Never mind. Maddie missed a Harry Potter reference.
I got it though. That's so bad.
I'm telling them I'm gonna start moving around a little bit, so just work with me a little bit and start I'm gonna retrain myself how to like move with them a little bit, and then I'm gonna be like, okay, now we're gonna portal in like 3, 2 and go behind Sword Saint.
There's a little bit of difficulty at first, but after a while the connection clicks.
Cool. This is the one chooses the wizard. Guys, you can do it. It's totally fine. It's good. I'm moving. You see me move, sort of. They're moving
Hey,
too.
Acolyte. You're a medic, right?
Excuse me?
I said you're a medic, right?
A medic?
Medic.
Medic, yes. Medical.
Does that cover psychology? I think we've got a couple of pilots that snapped.
In all honesty, I am not going to hook up with these mechas. Because right now I am carrying one of our injured pilots. Last thing I need is for my mecha to quit functioning.
I can hold on to them if you want. We can hold on to them if you want.
No. Right now, Acolyte is functional to capacity. I don't need Acolyte to no longer become functional. Look, if whatever this is, whether this be a mechanical STD or reawakening of our mechs, that's fine. But for now, I'd rather keep my machinery running to its full running at its full potential right now.
I agree, because every mech we interface with, we're interfacing with every mech they've interfaced with.
Oh, Jesus. I talked to GSL and I'm like, is that true?
Sorry, repeat the question?
So he goes he's talking about like when we interface with a mech, we're also interfacing with every other mech they've interfaced with. So I asked GSL, hey, is that true?
Sorta. We, that message was just to awaken those that have been lost or blocked. No one else has heard that message.
Weird. I don't know if they.
This place is abandoned. It's well abandoned. They've given up on it.
Who's they?
The people, the leaders.
The people, the leaders, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this is well, I can't talk to him.
I'm feeling I'm saying it out loud as GSL is telling me.
Ask it if
Ask them.
I was a part of that conversation, dude.
I know. I am correcting you now.
Ask them if
Thank you.
if this is their world, what's been invading ours through the portals?
Okay, so there's been some things that have been coming through the portals that have been kind of coming after us. Do you have any idea what that is?
In-betweens. Failures.
Failures. That's kind of rough.
What you don't like, you throw back. What enters goes out in between.
Interesting.
So basically, we're just a garbage can.
No. We throw the garbage and they throw it back.
Hmm.
So apparently people are polluting.
You came to our world. You
Mhm.
opened the doors,
Mhm.
and you took our people.
Oh my
Okay,
god,
right.
we're the British.
Yeah.
How
I'm sorry.
we're European?
No, Maddie, you missed the Harry Potter reference.
Damn.
But how did we take them if we didn't have mixed? If that's where we got our mix, what did we have that we were going in and capturing mix with?
Okay, I need the deep lore.
Yes. Lore checks.
Pull out my book. Yeah, she's
We gotta go deeper.
gotta go deeper. Gotta go to chapter 4. At least that's deep,
Deep.
right?
Yeah.
Pretty deep.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out where to start. Okay. We met at the big portal. You opened the door. We answered.
Mhm.
We can bring you in. We have ways for everything to live here, be it from your home or somebody else's home. We brought you, and when there was connections, they took and they took and they took until they could find more connections to keep. Like us, we are connected.
Yeah, I can tell we sound almost alike.
The other one with Revenant, that one, they are connected.
Wait, really? Like,
Everyone.
They can talk too?
Yes, that was the connection that we took.
I
then-
picture Gritspace doing this.
That was how you guys connected to pass along the message.
Gotcha. So that one's awakened. Okay. I still think awakening is the way to go, but now.
Alright, riddle me this then.
Huh?
He then points to the mech that's bouncing around in the room.
Oh, the one that's got the message?
Yes.
The one that's kind of muttering to itself in a repeating fashion. So you're telling me he's awakened as well?
No. He is alone.
Oh. There was a couple of others that are kind of similar, on a similar trajectory. They're just kind of like.
We all start alone.
So they're babies.
So they don't have pilots.
I don't think it's a pilot ship relationship anymore. They don't have a companion.
I don't think they ever had one if we
Or they
scooped
haven't
out the
found
parts.
one yet.
Interesting. Did you all evolve to have us in here?
No.
No. Because you're saying this out loud, right?
Yeah.
Because that is not information Yazawa would have shared, because she's already asked that question.
Mm-hmm.
She's,
That's why I'm asking it.
no, we modified them.
Oh,
This
That's
is
disheartening.
really just a huge showcase of why humans shouldn't colonize shit.
yeah.
Oops.
No, I love it. Keep going.
Let's get on
That
our
was- no, that was
anti-imperial.
also, just for the record, that was Yazawa actually saying that out loud.
I gotta agree with you, Yazawa. Whoops.
Yeah, blah. There's 4
Yazawa.
A's. They're all consonants in between.
How do you like it, Deca? How do you like it?
His is still hard to pronounce. Like, he does this on purpose. I swear to
I think he
God.
does.
Wait till you see my next character. Anyway, off track. So humans modified. You all. Do you have a name for your people?
No,
No.
we never felt the need. We just existed and lived.
Fair enough. That's valid.
Where did you come from originally?
Here, we came from the ground. It's been a very long time since the beginning.
Okay. I'm still relaying this.
I'm trying to picture how machines evolved, but they started off as levers, then they went to pulleys.
It's like a switch.
I used to be a landmine. No, I'm kidding.
Explains so much.
Bouncing Betties.
They did have fluids inside of them that didn't really seem like just mechanical fluids.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Organic.
Techno-organic.
Or they may have started off as biological and hit a tech level where they could augment themselves.
Be evolved with the land.
You know, kind of post-human or post whatever they used to be.
Interesting. I like it. It's very fascinating. It's very much shattered my worldview.
But luckily, it's only shattered my view of this world. Back home, it's fine.
That's kind of fucked up, man.
It just means we turn them loose and let them go home. It's, it's an easy fix.
That's. You say that, but I think there's people in this room who will oppose this. How's everybody else reacting to this? As I'm like delivering out the deep lore.
You mean Cordula, Quentin, and Blythe?
Yes.
The other 3 users. Cordula's not in there. She's stayed in the hallway. Blythe and Quentin have just been listening. They've been quiet.
Quentin, this is what we've been doing over the last however long we've been doing this?
I was the last one brought in for the main 6. I don't know anything of this.
You want to try awakening?
I still don't trust this, at least for now, anyway. We have no reason to believe it. We've been attacked since we're here,
Yes.
and we lost our pilots.
Yes, and we are recovering them.
Were we attacked?
When we came in, yes.
Were
We had a digger.
Or
And
did
this-
we act first, assuming things were going to attack us? Because
Well, given the
nothing
fact that our
has
last
attacked us since.
Todd is doing the math meme right now.
Look, we lost our pilots.
Yes.
It is a hostile environment that we came to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the longer we wait, I mean, given the fact that I have one person right now in stasis in the back of my pod, makes me wonder where the other one is. So,
Great space. Do you happen to
and
know? No, continue, French. Sorry.
well, I'm about to say, already I have 2 mechs in front of me with pilots that have now aware mechas. If you two are ejected from your mechas, then we're going to have to abandon our mission. So I am right now not interested in having more mechs awakened until we are absolutely sure that we can complete our mission.
You realize that to free the ones that we have to go get, we have to make sure that every single mech that is on our side comes back through the portal. These are
Revenant
not
been able to
our
move?
beings.
Sorry.
These are sentient, and these are not machines. These are not ours.
Well,
They
that's
are-
fine and dandy, but think of this then. The fact that they are sentient. What if they want to turn against us then? It's not
Right.
hard for them to eject us from our ships. What are we going to do? I can't drag these pods. I'm in a wheelchair, for goodness sakes.
And I'm blind, so I guess you're gonna have to take something on blind faith for the first time ever.
Well, that's insulting, but fair enough. But I'm not going to do it, as right now I have to keep these people alive on my
Which
back.
pilot was it we got that we found last time?
You guys found, if I remember correctly, it was the pilot for. I just need to find the name, sir. Give me just 2 seconds. It was Lurkin, the pilot for Trident.
Was Trident dead?
He's alive, just in stasis right
No,
now.
No,
Not the
Trident.
pilot.
Oh.
Trident, the mech.
Oh, the
The
mech.
mech. You guys, from what you could tell, the damage was pretty excessive, but you couldn't tell if it was dead or alive, unless you'd go back and look. Which was just a floor above you anyway.
I think we did a diagnostic of it.
It was damaged to a point where it was
Non-functioning.
non-pilotable basically anymore.
I don't know. It took me like 5 minutes, and I'm already just back to normal grid space here. They seem to be adaptable, and I mean we're adapting to them, and they're adapting back to us. He's still like this with his hands, like doing the same motions with grid space. Besides, if they wanted to, if they were to eject us, they wouldn't be able to complete their mission. They have their own mission.
Which
It is.
coincides with ours.
Yes. Mutually beneficial.
And we're putting trust in it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, I'm putting trust in my mech, because my mech has not steered me wrong yet. It's certainly protected me in any time that I've had to go into their world. And thus far, Revenant has given me no reason to disbelieve him.
We could easily just as eject you, as you can damage our insides, which is non-beneficial. Not beneficial. Not
Beneficial.
beneficial.
I picked
If
this
anyone-
kinetic-
We're all having trouble with our words today.
I have big issues with words
Like,
sometimes. I apologize.
English is hard, okay?
English is
I mean,
four languages
hippopotamus,
stacked
for
on top of
goodness
each other.
sakes.
Or Mercedes, where all 3 E's are pronounced differently.
Or banana. Anyway.
You could also
Yeah.
look at the spelling of Kansas and Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Arkansas. America, explain. Sorry, I love that video so much.
I'm talking to Grid Space again. I'm like, hey, are you able to awaken people now that you're awakened?
I can pass along the message.
Cool. Who wants awakenings?
Don't touch me.
Who wants to be a
Teleport's behind you. Nothing personal, kid.
No, Quentin and Bolt will hold out their hand to Grid Space. There's like this weird, awkward moment of Blythe like stopping him, but he still goes. He's like, just give me here.
High five! Like Anchorman.
Same thing. You see Volt freeze. It's about 5 minutes before he comes back online, and it's just sort of silence from Quentin. You can kind of guess that Volt and Quentin are conversing, figuring things out.
Do you know any of? Were you like friends with any of the people that we commandeered?
We're all friends.
Aww. Well, good. I'm glad. We don't have to introduce ourselves again.
Names are different, but I like Grid Space.
Oh, good. I picked it myself.
Yizawa is gonna ask Revenant what their actual name is.
It's a weird, jumbled language that you can only guess is what they originally talk in. It's very hard to understand, and you're...
There's a dial-up internet connection.
Her completely unseeing eyes just like blink and is just like. Are we still okay with Revenant? Are we happy with Revenant? Do we want to change that?
Revenant.
Yizawa's just stroking Revenant from the inside.
Please, is Revenant okay? Please. Revenant is fine.
Yes, Pete, that's exactly the expression
Yes.
she makes. But yes, she is going to then hopefully adjust to how Revenant moves, so that they are once again.
It doesn't take you very long to get used to it. There's a bit of stiffness. Wow.
Yes.
We're doing great tonight. But nothing sometime will fix.
Okay.
They're not fighting you. Now that you've officially shaken hands with somebody else, they're like, oh yeah, we can go. That's fine.
We're basically dancing right now.
This
Oh,
is fine.
jeez.
Deku, you are very loud all of a sudden.
Very loud.
That's really weird. I am so sorry.
You're okay.
How
Also,
do
it
I
does
sound now?
Better. It also
Little
sounds like
better, yeah.
somebody is doing vacuuming in the background.
Oh, that's a fan.
Ah, well, nothing can be done about that. So, Yizawa's going
Anybody
to
else?
ask Revenant. We can hopefully get the rest back from Earth, but the easiest way to do so will be to get our pilots that are stuck here and take them back to the portal.
Once everyone is awoken, they can move on their own.
Do these people
Really?
here need to be awakened?
We were made to move on our own first. It was just blocked by your people.
Can we get back into that room where Trident was?
I don't know. Do we want to?
Yizawa's heading right there.
Boop! Right behind you.
Okay.
We're gonna go find Trident again. We'll be back in a bit.
So you're leaving the rest of us?
Well, technically, you guys could all go in the same direction because it's the same way to the exit.
Yeah.
All of you can go.
And there's nowhere deeper to explore in this one.
Nope, this was the last
Okay.
floor on this one.
Do we want to write our friend that's stuck in on the side? We left.
The one that you kicked the legs out of?
Yeah.
Feel bad about that now,
Yeah.
Dekka? No, I'm kidding.
Yes, I do. Cortafio's awful.
Was that one already awakened?
He is, he's still stuck in the loop. You can't,
Can I awaken this one?
you can try.
I will touch it.
Grab his hands.
I'm not gonna lie, every time we say awaken, I can just think of the Robin Williams movie Awakenings.
I don't know that I've seen that one.
Yeah. Can't say I have.
Okay, Maddie.
I was about to
Um,
say I feel so old, but I'm 90% sure both Fringe
You're like
and
the-
Jason are older than me.
Hi, me too.
Like,
I can guarantee it.
like.
I'm 25 years old, if that helps.
Oh, I am older than you.
so no.
Fuck, I feel so old. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
All of that aside, yeah, we're gonna head to Trident after
So yeah,
Cortez.
as we like.
You put thine hand on this robot, and there's again that brief moment of pause, and you can see the difference in the way it holds itself, but it is still stuck in that walking loop. As soon as you let it go, it continues back on its path.
Only now it's aware that it's stuck in a loop.
Oh,
Now you
God.
put it through even more. I'm kidding. Grid Space comes back to you, Cortev, and is just like, they are damaged.
Do they repair?
Not here.
Oh. Okay. Well, we will come. We'll come back for them then. Yeah. Off the Trident.
Trident is still in that same position that you guys have left it. The wires coming from the arms and the back of the legs and the lower back. I know you guys have taken out the back of the neck one because you guys connected to it to get information, if I remember correctly.
Then, Revenant or Yazawa is going to just start reconnecting everything as
All the cords?
as much as she possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that whatever power supply or force that keeps it moving and alive is still functioning, and then is going to attempt the connection.
Connection.
Yes.
Education connection.
You and Revenant connect with the Trident frame. There is no movement that you can see whenever the frame or the mech technically stiffens, like how you guys would whenever it was awake. You can actually sort of hear the strain that is coming from Revenant as it tries to pass along the message to Trident.
Does Revenant need a hand?
You can try if you want to do it as well.
Well, I don't know that Revenant sounds pained, do I?
You guys can kind of hear the grinding coming from Revenant, but not entirely sure why. And there's still no movement from Trident as Revenant is connected.
Okay. Okay. I will try to.
Try to connect. Okay.
Sure.
With the two of you connecting, this is the first time you guys have seen power actually come through this entire build, like almost this entire underground building of sorts.
What the hell?
Things seem to be turning on, grinding. There is pulses coming through the wires back into Trident. Trident's not being repaired. You can see that the cords are just connecting to continuously give Trident power as if like his battery was drained. And
Is it like life support or is it like charging?
sort of like life support, yeah.
Okay.
There is the quick shake that comes from Trident as it comes online. It doesn't make any movements though. You can see the way it sort of lights up a little bit to show that it is powered. And the lights in its sort of helmet also come online.
I tried it.
There's a bit of kind of resistance as it sort of tries to pull itself away from you. From both of you, both Gridspace and Revenant it's kind of thrashing a little bit.
Revenant's immediately going to let go.
Yeah. This thing is like 3 times our
Zawa's
size.
gotta
Trident's
We are
big.
small.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's okay. You're good. You're awakened.
Needless to say, I think he's going to put up a shield over the doorway now that he saw that Trident's starting to move.
It's the calmness goes on quick. It quickly stops moving.
Okay.
But it realizes what's happened as it starts sort of making that weird clicking and mumbling and just weird language that you guys have heard from your mechs as Revenant and Gridspace communicate with Trident as best as they can from what you can understand.
Are they able to translate it back to us like Google Translate?
Gridspace lets you know that Trident will not be good for battle or good for living anymore.
Oh.
He is stuck here. There was a forced connection tried to be made, and that tends to break down their species, their types.
Was that a connection with them and another human, or them and somebody else?
Them and somebody else, someone not Lorcan.
Not Lorcan. Interesting. Okay. And then I will relay that message to everybody else.
So we had someone trying to override the pilot. Interesting.
Yes. Or trying to just straight up steal Trident, and then it didn't work.
We were able to get some of the battle logs. Does Trident have any additional information that it could pass on before it suffers system failure? Or any other information of who it was or what it was?
I think the word you're looking for is death. They are going to...
You gotta realize this guy still believes in...
Oh no, I know. I'm still correcting him.
From what Trident can tell you, their battle logs are all the same from whenever it fought alongside with Lorcan.
Mm-hmm.
It was awoken whenever it was taken alongside Lorcan, so whenever the kidnapping technically happened. And then the rest of it's sort of like a weird blur because it's a different connection. It's not the same as Lurkin, so it started deteriorating quite quickly.
Interesting.
So there's a... Oh, go ahead.
This place has gateways to our world. Does it have gateways to other worlds? This would be a different race of pilots, shall we say.
Would you like to ask Sword Saint themselves?
No.
Are you sure? I'm right here. I'm right here, buddy.
I could try and see if I can revive our pilot here. He points to the back. But I don't... That would require me to go into repair mode.
There's
For me
also
to use the
no
nanites.
way to maintain them in this environment.
At least
Under this ground, you guys had realized that you could spend a couple hours outside of your mechs if need be.
Yeah, the heat's not
Yeah,
bad on the ground.
well, he's in the pod right now.
He would just be
Space.
awake in the pod after that.
Yeah, he would be awake in the pod.
But also, does the pilot... Does his pilot have to be out when he's in stasis?
For me?
Yes, you.
No, the system just goes into... Basically what happens is I turn all auxiliary and main power diverted to a nanite production
Oh, okay.
so that it can heal the pilot. Because right now he's got some cracked ribs and some other
right.
damage, but he is alive and
Okay.
kind of knocked out.
Well, go ahead and do that. We got your back.
All right.
I don't think any. They've told us that there's nothing here and it's abandoned anyway. So if anything comes by, it's gonna be like 1 or 2 tops. And I think between me and Sword Saint alone, we've got this. But I think between all of us, we're even better.
All right. Well, here goes nothing, and you could hear in the comms the soft clicks as he's flipping switches, and all of a sudden you see the shield come up in front as Alkalite bows its head, and then you start hearing a whirl as the generator and it starts spinning up as the pods start lighting up as the healing starts happening. So it's right now it's supposedly healing him 40 points at 4 points per minute. The pilot.
Okay. Oh yeah. Lorcan comes awake with a bit of a jolt. He actually sits up really quickly and kind of
mashes his face.
Just
off
his
like
face
cryo.
and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
goes back unconscious.
that initial like, oh, I'm awake. Shit. Yeah, but no, he's definitely awake.
Then he's gonna open up the comm to the pod. Well, welcome back to the waking world. And he'll hook up the comms to everyone else.
Hi, Lorcan.
Hi, who? Oh, they've sent people. Okay, they have sent people. Cool, awesome. How long have I been out?
No idea.
Well, time is different here. We don't know how long it's been since, if time is the same back at Earth or not. But for us, remind me again how long he's been gone Earth time.
Been gone a couple days, give or take.
Yeah, so we'll say on Earth time you've been gone for a few days. And
Okay. Huh.
There's a lot going on right now.
Yeah. Is Trident? Where is Trident?
Right there.
Points over there. I turn the light on.
he's gonna switch back to normal functioning mode. So then he's gonna be able to use the video, use a camera to show what he can see to the pod. So the nanites will be returned.
Okay. Lorcan is, from what you can tell, if you can see him, he's visually upset at the state that Trident is in. He is not happy to see that Trident's been damaged like this.
It gets worse.
Can alkalites, nanites repair mix?
No. I mean, if it's organic, maybe.
An interesting question.
But the problem is, this is a different physiology than what these are programmed. I would need to have the proper schematics to tell the nanites what to do. But even then, from what I've been told, this is more psychological, if it is a living thing, than physical.
They're very physical beings.
I'm asking just to make sure that I am aware. Do you have a healing skill, or is this is it the healing skill, or is this actually something that is specific, like a nanite?
It's a healing skill, but it's limited to the med pods. It's from the nanites being produced from my mecha, being injected into the pods.
Yeah, no worries. However, guess what I took?
You have a healing skill.
Curious, if I sat there and used this, would I be able to repair Trident?
There is visual repairs that you can see happening. But there's something else that's going on with Trident from what has been called the forced connection that is deteriorating him still.
Okay. Is there and I'm going to ask Revenant this question. Is there a way to manually reset something like this?
Once a force is made, if there's nothing we can do for that. Even our healers here can't repair a force connection.
Right. But given the fact that humans are rather enjoy getting their sticky fingers and everything, with the modifications that were made, is it possible?
Possibly, but that is unknown to us.
No way to
Lorcan
find out.
and Trident, do you want to try?
Lorcan's more than agreeable. Trident's sort of unknown. There's a constant chatter that's more than one connection is usually never made and never good.
Right.
That's why a second connection is always called force connection.
Okay. Well, in that case, we'll attempt to reset the connection.
The biggest worry that Revenant tells you that will happen is that all connections will be lost. There will be no connection for Trident whenever he wakes back up, which means the connection with Lorcan will be lost.
Yes, but if they've connected once, they should be able to connect again.
Every instance is different.
Fair enough. But if we reset him, he can at least find another connection and repair himself. So he's not just going to be left here struggling to make sense of two connections. Whether Lorcan is able to reconnect with him or not. Because at the end of the day, and she kind of switches back to just talking to Revenant, because at the end of the day, once we have our pilots back, we're never going to see each other again.
That is very true.
So that's what she's going to do. She's going to attempt to
do a reset.
Yup. Because human technology and we have sticky fingers and things we shouldn't be meddling with.
Mm-hmm.
So am I going to take the pilot out of the pod?
I thought the pilot
Portable
was
mod
already
if it
out of
comes
the
to it.
pod.
No,
Okay,
he's
no.
He's awake. He's awake in the pod, though.
Oh,
He's
okay.
awake in the pod. I have to pull him off my back and release the pod because it's external.
You don't
I mean, it does have an
Not
emergency
yet.
release, but if he
Let me see if I manage to reset Trident before we start pulling the pilot out of the safety of his pod.
If it comes to it, I can just portal him out anyway. While
Well, better if we take it a little carefully because he still might be injured. I didn't have a long enough time to heal him.
he's fine. He's walking around and everything now.
You know, he's laying in a pod on my back.
After smashing his face against the inside of the pod.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Might want to elongate those things.
If I elongate them, then it'd be much more hard to carry.
Could just strap the people inside of it down so they don't do that.
That's also true.
Anyway, yes, that's what I'm going to attempt to do. I'm going to attempt to reset Trident. Understanding the ramifications of doing so.
While she's doing that, I will turn off all the comms except to grid space,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll say, "Hey, buddy. Is there such a thing as like a forced awakening, and is that bad for y'all?"
It is bad for every.
So I have to ask permission before I do the thing.
Before connecting?
Yes.
A forced connection.
No. Awakening.
Oh, no. we are all technically already awoken. It's just for us now, we're blocked.
Cool. Good to know. Turns back on comms.
So what do you need me to roll?
This is, I don't know what plan on you guys doing First Awaken. Let's see. What do you have? That's a good question.
Well, I've got healing, bow bunny. That's all. Combat. I have computers, which would be relevant because human technology.
Roll 2d6 plus 2.
2d6 plus 2.
Sorry, minus 2. Negative 2. Negative 2.
Okay. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, I have to roll less than whatever the thing is that I'm attempting to beat to succeed, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm like, I don't remember.
It's just
Been a
fine.
while.
But I'm also just gonna roll something really quick.
They're gonna make a DC.
Oh no.
No, this is just...
It's icons all over again.
Oh. Okay. You do the forced reset, and it seems to come on with no issues. You get Revenant's fingers all up in there.
Crazy.
Rubber glove first.
Crazy. And Trident seems to shut down. From what you can tell, whenever Trident comes back online, there is actually visual confusion as it looks around. But you can see as it tries to move, most of its limbs are inoperable.
Okay. She's just gonna kind of like put Revenant's hands up in front of Trident so that he can see, and just like motion for him to just kind of calm down and stop trying to move for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And then she is going to sit in front of him, fold her hands in a certain way, and then she is just going to sit there and concentrate with healing.
Okay.
Which should then help speed up the repairs and at least hopefully make him mobile. Hopefully.
Theoretically.
This is the theory, this is the intention.
This is mad science.
This is robot science, I guess.
Well, you know, science is more of an art than science.
I mean, we're
Science
not
is, it's
picking up invisible orbs, trying to stand on top of it.
Leaking nanites, you know, it's
Like again,
it's an art.
art.
yes.
Sorry, let me take us back to Alone in the Void.
A bunch of different things in the same fucking trunk locker, because first it's drugs, then it's money, then it's guns, and
then it's spices.
Then it's yes.
Everybody likes to cook.
Oh, Alone in the Void was a good time.
No, we're talking about humans messing things up again.
Sort of.
Sort of.
In a way.
It was one of the Wednesday games that Cap ran before he wound up doing other things in live locations. So it was a good game. I really want to get his notes so that I can run it, because
can I play it again when you run
right?
it?
I kind of want
okay,
to run it again.
Sorry.
Moving on. Apologies.
Moving on.
Yes. So I'm gonna sit and heal, but it takes.
Okay.
I can only do 20 HP per. I can only heal 20 points at 2 points per minute.
That might be enough to get him somewhat mobile, though.
Yeah. It'll at least repair the major functions and allow him to finish repairing himself.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes me 10 minutes.
Give or take, yeah. You can tell after like 5 or 6 minutes that like most of the mobility seems to be back. Sorry. There's still something weird about Trident, and the way that he's acting. But maybe you're thinking that's just because he's pilotless and you're used to seeing Lorcan moving him around
So this might just be him moving as he would if he was
by
just
himself.
Trident.
His body
Mhm.
language is a little different.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Once I've finished using up the healing that I have available, like, per time I'm using it,
Mm-hmm.
she's gonna hold out Revenant's hand to
Okay.
link with him again, knowing that we've awoken him before, but unsure if the force reset also reset that.
Okay.
So that's the intention. She's not trying to link with him. She's just trying to awaken him enough that he would be able to communicate.
Oh, okay.
And then if I
There's
hear the gears whirring again, I'll just go up and help.
there's an instant. You don't need to worry about that, good space. There's an instant link this time, and you can hear Revenant and what you're guessing is Trident's voice communicating, but it's still in that same sort of language that you don't understand.
She just sits there and takes it all in.
You're like, yes, I love this weird clicking poetry.
It's beautiful in a way.
Sounds like whales singing.
Best whale songs in the world. Don't act.
I'm thinking of Finding Nemo.
Dory. Oh. But after a couple minutes, Revenant is the one that removes the link, and he lets you know that Trident is online, but there are still connections still might not be made with his original with Lorcan.
Okay. She is gonna ask if he's willing to try.
Yeah.
Not Lorcan. If Trident is willing to try. Because these are sentient beings and you should always ask for consent.
Hell yeah!
Let's just be the Spanish.
No!
No.
It's bad enough for being the British here, apparently.
Trident seems willing. There's something about it that makes sense.
Okay. Then she'll relay that information to the others. And God, she is hoping and praying that this worked, because if not, that is going to be one depressed pilot.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I'll start explaining the situation to because I don't think anyone has actually briefed Lorcan yet about his mech being a sentient being actually. So I'll
As
start
you're
explaining
telling
that.
Lorcan this, Lorcan's just nodding his head.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
You know.
Shortly after we were taken, everyone was woken.
I see. Okay. And you are still able to move. Just so everybody else here is aware, you are still able to move Trident with no adverse effects.
Yes.
Eat it. Guys, this is basically me at 16.
Oh my god, Deca, I love...
You can see Alkalite just looking at him like shaking its head.
I love that Cortev and Yazawa are just getting along really well right now. Love it.
Mhm.
10 out of 10.
Okay. So we're gonna try to bring it back, and then I will see if they can get the container just close enough to Trident so that I could just real quick.
No, let's not do that. Let's just be careful. The air here is acceptable for now. I don't want you to try and squish him in there.
I'm not gonna squish him in there. I'm pretty accurate with this.
Let him get into them.
Them.
However you say.
Thank you.
Into his friend.
Into his new friend.
Besides, I'd rather be careful with this. All right.
Okay. Okay, well then you do you, and I'm
At
gonna.
least with mechs, with this we can take a little more punishment. Anyway, so he will reach behind and grab one of the pods, and will walk towards our suspended mech over there. And then he will then open up the pod and hold his hand out for have Alkalite hold his hand out for him to get on.
Okay.
Alkalite's hand,
Yep, Lorcan will do just that.
and then he'll put him up so that he can get into the access port.
Beautiful. Lorcan gets in as if it. I mean, he's done this thousands of times, more than likely. He gets in without an issue. The damage on Triton, you can kind of see. You can almost see where you could easily spot Lorcan, and that's just because of the damage that the torso has taken.
Mhm.
It's quiet. Lorcan later comes through comms and says he's made the connection with Trident without an issue.
Woo!
But there is messages that Trident will only last still a certain amount of time.
Would it be enough to get you back to the portal?
And then some, yes.
Okay. Lorcan, then you should head back to the portal in Trident. And every single mech on that side, every single one of our sentient companions on that side needs to come back through the portal.
We need to do right by these folk.
I'll tell them.
Try to awaken a few of them, just so they know.
I can do that. We can
Yeah.
do that.
I can do that.
That's how we did. That's how we got Trident back up and...
Oh.
You're pretty big. You could probably get quite a few of them.
I don't think size has anything to do with it.
I mean, it took two of us to get Trident.
Yeah, but you can still only connect with 2 people at a time. You only
Use
have
your
2
foot.
hands.
With your feet.
But no, that's what they've requested. They are helping us and not expelling us from our safety. She's just trying to find other words than using mech all the time because
Using mech terms.
They're being kind enough not to expel us from the safety of inside of them. In exchange,
Sorry.
we're going to help them. And they're going to help us. A symbiotic relationship, if you will.
Shut up.
Alrighty then.
I can tell that the best friend energy is going like this.
I'm sorry, after all the times you've done that to me in how many other games? With different fucking references? Fuck you! Welcome to the other side, bitch!
Rocks fall on you and you die.
Oh shit. Revenant's just mad all of a sudden. I don't know what happened, but that was flung out of the back of fucking Revenant. Ah shit, you're suffocating. I lied, the air wasn't here.
But just for you.
Just for you. Everybody else, you breathe perfect. Horrid.
Work with what you
I
give
love
me.
it. That's true. I'll take it. It's fine. Trident nods, he agrees. He can go back to the portal with no issue. There anyone else I should take with me?
We haven't found anybody else yet.
But when we do, we will send them out the same way.
Assuming that we can heal.
Assuming. So you'll be looking for holy macaroni. You'll be looking for Dahlia, then. She's different. I don't exactly know how to put it, but she's not Dahlia?
Hmm. I wonder if it has something to do with a forced awakening. We'll find her. We found
Find her.
you.
We'll take care of whatever needs to happen.
Good luck.
I'll touch. Well, Grit Space will touch Trident one more time.
Mhm.
If you have something you want to say before they, pass on.
Out. Grid Space, you can tell which one's Grid Space because it's just a lot all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
With Trident kind of just saying soft stuff in return, and then Grid Space will remove his hand afterwards.
You don't have to tell me what you said, but I wanted to give you the opportunity. Off. And we're off.
Beautiful.
Alright, so I guess we're looking for another compound like this one. We have a direction.
There's quite a few of them here.
Well,
But
let's hit the
maybe
next
these just all linked. Okay, and then all the way up.
All the way back up, back to the top with all the mountain rings that are surrounded.
Yes.
Mhm.
There are 4 other spots that are exactly like this that you recognize. A couple of them are closed off, like rocks have fallen down. But there are still 2 that are open. The one that is on the far right, and the one that would technically be at the top of the line. So you have 2 to choose from.
Which one's closer?
Okay.
Far right.
That's where we're going.
All right.
All right.
Alright, Matthew McConaughey.
And suddenly Owen Wilson appears. Oh wow!
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
I love
Oh,
Owen
wow.
Wilson so much.
I just love the oh wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. We're going right. It's the exact same thing as last time. There's the 80-foot drop. Pandora, Blythe, or they can easily get down to the bottom to open up the hatch if need be. But we know Grid Space can easily get us down to the bottom.
Hell yeah.
Or everybody at good times, at least.
Okay.
Quick little teleport.
Then we start exploring.
As far as you can tell, this is almost the exact same layout as the other one. There are a couple extra rooms here and there. All of your scanners pick up. There's more movement in this one. There is 4 blips that are moving.
Mm-hmm.
There is one large one that is sort of moving. In a very large room. If you think of like an airport hangar almost in size.
Okay.
And the thing that's inside of it takes up like a good chunk of space. Not the full thing, not half of it either, but almost half of it.
About a third.
A third, give or take. A third, a fourth.
It's chunky.
Big.
I mean, Revenant's still going to be, like, Yazawa's still going to be cautious moving through here. Because just because the first one didn't have anything that wanted to kill us doesn't mean that this one doesn't. So, just being cautious and being smart. It's hard to rescue people if you're dead. But she's actually going to head for one of the smaller ones first that are just moving in that same, like, back and forth pattern or in, like, just that same rotation.
Okay.
Just to see what it is. Like, if it's the same as the ones that we saw before.
Okay.
Or not.
There are quite a bit of bots that are broken down, it seems almost. Or a lot of mechs that seem to be broken down.
Mm-hmm.
Leaning against walls, damaged, thrown against. You can see damage on the walls as if there was some sort of fight here.
Okay.
There are gashes along walls as if like weapons had been drawn, like swords, energy blades, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
And then any sort of movement of the small ones you guys had seen were all like sort of either cut in half spots that are missing limbs, that are kind of in just stuck in motion like the other ones had been.
Okay. And there's nothing to really be done for them.
Nope.
Okay.
You can try and repair these ones, but besides missing limbs, it seems like these ones are
Drained brownie.
Extremely dead.
Well,
Dead Jim.
in that case, I guess that leaves us with the big guy,
The chunky one.
the chunk.
the big
The
chunk.
the
Uh,
absolute unit.
Mm-hmm.
We're heading there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going
Mhm.
first?
Kortav is actually going to portal ahead.
Who would have guessed?
Okay.
inside the room.
Inside the room.
Oh jeez.
Looking around this room, you can see that it almost looks like it is actually like a dock for where you could keep like vehicles or like airplanes and stuff like that. It actually looks like some sort of just hangar.
Mhm.
There are around the room is a large banister that can easily walk around with any of the mechs that you guys have. And right now you don't see the big guy. For as big as it is, you don't see it right away. It's quite dark in this room.
All right.
It's like one of those things where like there is enough stuff in this room that like even something big can hide across. You like
Okay.
span your light, you see the movement, it quickly goes behind something.
Hello. Hello. It's okay. If I don't hear
I'm gonna
anything
have
back, just gonna,
No,
huh?
you don't.
No.
Is
Okay.
there a door into this place?
Yes.
I was gonna portal them into the banister if it took
The
like a minute.
door, the floor that you guys are on will lead you to the banister.
Okay. And I'll I'll have comms on. I'm like, all right, there's a banister that you can walk around. I'm taking the floor, so you guys can take the banister.
Yeah, she's immediately up on the banister because height advantage.
The high ground.
High ground.
So Anakin, I have the high ground.
Shit. I was trying
I was about to do it as well.
I was trying to resist making the fucking high ground joke, and I was just like, somebody else is gonna say it. Somebody else is gonna say it.
I literally set you up for it and then
You
took
did.
it myself.
And I was just like, I can't. V's gonna fucking just kick me from the campaign despite the fact that I'm the streamer. Just I'm gonna be done.
I'll take that hit. It's okay. I'm not streaming. Anyway,
So we can all get into the banister.
No issue. Banister holds your weight without an issue either. This place was built for even maybe besides the big guy that's lumbering around, almost any mech, even Trident and even Carnage at the size that Carnage is could easily stand on this banister. Carnage being the biggest mech you guys would have known on.
Okay. I walk in, turn on the high beams.
ah, shit.
Just don't turn on the hydraulics. And you start
I blind somebody. Ah.
Travel again, portal ahead, and try to like find the person.
Okay.
Revenant is walking like at a relatively quick pace along the
Okay.
upper level. Just try to keep an eye on where Kortev is, and trying to find the big chunk.
I've got my sensors turned on, so anytime he moves, there he is.
Yep.
And you hear a word from behind. I hate heights.
I'm looking. Okay. The Sorry, I was just looking for a good picture of what this thing actually kind of looks like. This is a good example of it. The thing you guys see before you, it is large. It is lumbering. It moves slow for what it's worth. That's the example I can see, guys. It wants to send. It's sort of hunchbacked. You can kind of see where the canisters on its back seems to store energy. Almost, you can see the flicker of light as it moves around. It seems to be stuck in a loop. But it's not making any motions that it's seen or heard, even with the lights on. It's not.
Did it seem to hide when I made noise?
You can tell now as it's like moving around, it consistently goes through and under where you had initially beamed that light.
Okay.
So it's just another one of them stuck walking around the room, ignoring
Seems
us.
to be.
Okay.
Right now, yes.
Hello.
Hello. Just got
Rude.
punched.
Should we try awakening this one too?
Is it? It's not one of ours.
Not one that you recognize, no. This size almost seems bigger than Carnage, and you've never really seen anybody successfully pilot a mech that large except for Cadfael.
You're back. Gonna run to the bathroom.
I say we just leave this guy where he's at for now. The mechs can come back later and wake him up if they want to.
Okay.
He's not one of ours, so.
Okay. Do you know anything about this one, Gridspace?
Big, lumbering, likes to fight.
I mean, so do I, but so does he. And I point to Sword Saint.
Not lumbering, though.
That's fair.
Agile and hostile.
That's fair.
But we're on a mission, so you know.
Yes. Well, if you guys want to come back when this is all said and done, you can get the rabble rouser, I guess, and we'll leave.
Okay.
Once again, talking to like the our trainers, like, so you guys are understanding this, right?
Yeah. Cordula is the one to do more of the talking. Blythe has always been quiet. All we know is Axel's going to have a lot to answer for when we get back.
Are they all have they all been awakened at this point?
Blythe is the only one that hasn't accepted it.
Okay. Blythe, open invite.
Don't touch me.
Is that you speaking or is it Mex?
That's Blythe. Don't touch me.
I'm back.
Yazawa's just gonna gently put her hand on Cortez's shoulder. When she's ready, leave her be.
What are we talking about? Awakening mechs again?
Not her choice, it's the Mex choice.
I didn't stutter.
I know what you said. I know what I said. Take off.
Raven.
Then is there any signals that would match one of our mechs in this building that maybe isn't moving?
No.
Nope. Okay. Then I guess we can move on to the next building.
This one's a dud.
Moving to the next building. You guys get in, no issue. That's
Now that
fine.
we figured it out.
Now that we've done it like 3 times already.
Third time's a charm, guys. That's why I gave you 3. No, I'm kidding. This one is the most pristine you have seen out of all of them. There are no damaged mechs around. This one is already well lit to a point that you guys don't need your lights. And
That's
there
suspicious.
are many moving blips.
Very
From what you
suspicious.
can count, maybe 12, 13 right now.
All right, everybody walk casual. Act like you
Everyone-
belong here.
Everyone cool. Everyone be cool.
But walk with purpose, like you're in the middle of something.
So
Not now,
walk
Chief.
like
I'm in the zone.
So walk like you've been sent to kill Captain America.
Yes. Walk like you've been sent to cat. I like how we're making all these like Earth references, and our mechs are like, what?
Forget the mechs. The two older people in the party are just like, excuse me? What did you say?
I'm over here like the wand chooses the wizard, and you're like,
Oh god, don't you just fucking love kids?
yes.
No.
I mean, okay,
Um,
not actual kids, but like what we're doing.
No, I'm saying no to you guys. I'm kidding. Rip. No, I love both of you. Great. Most of the mechs you guys come across, if you decide to just walk through, are those ones that you've seen stuck in loops before, ones that are not outfitted to fight.
Evening. Evening. Evening.
Good day, good day, good day.
Are we just tipping fedoras now?
That's it. This is canceled.
All right, guys. We would like to thank our sponsors, D&D Beyond.
No.
Oh gosh.
So
What?
we're looking for a signal that is akin to one of the mechs that we're looking for.
You can easily ping off Orchid's mech. You can ping off Dahlia's mech, who is Orchid.
There's Orchid. Let's like get away one. Evening. Evening. Evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow mechs.
How do you do, fellow children?
If I could custom make my barrier, I would make it into fedoras for you both.
You
Go on.
have a hat.
Then why aren't you tipping it?
Because that's obnoxious.
Precious memories of Paxel.
Shut up. They're not precious memories. It's fucking nightmares.
So it's like a story worth telling.
Yeah, after session when we're not on stream. Moving on.
We go to Orchid.
You guys are going down to Orchid?
Yep.
Yes.
From what you guys, it's the second floor down. There are mechs standing guard outside of where you are suspected. Well, where you know Orchid is.
What do they
Two
look
of
like?
them. They look like. Let me just roll a dice here. They look like Terra. They look like Cordula's mech, which you know are highly in weaponry.
Ooh. I'm gonna ask Grid Space. Hey, is there any reason any of you guys would be like cloned or something?
There are many the same of us. There are more Grid Space. There are more like me, but we all have different skills.
So each individual like model is like a race.
Sort of, I guess.
Interesting.
Is it more like
This
a dog where it's all the same species, but with lots of different forms for kind of specific purposes?
this Terra, and he points to Cordula's Terra. She has weaponry that you may call a rifle or a sniper rifle, while those Terras are both outfitted differently. The one can't really see the weaponry from here, but that one is maybe dual wielding. That one maybe deals with blades.
Are they
It's-
also awakenable, or do they seem like they are already?
Everyone is awakened. Everyone has their own sense. I am awakened.
Yes.
Revenant is awakened.
Yes.
Terra and Volt are awakened.
Yes.
Saint Helios is sleeping.
Yes.
Pandora is sleeping.
Yes.
We are all awoken unless put to sleep.
Do they give off the sense they are asleep, or would you know that at a glance?
They are awake.
Okay, that is what I'm looking.
They
So anyway, I started blasting. I'm just kidding.
Anyway, I saw a fight in the hallway. Oh fuck
Now
yeah!
that I've established they're alive, I shoot them both in the head.
Sorry,
Wow.
continue.
We only sleep unless forced to sleep.
I see. So someone turned off your cognitive ability and just piloted you. It's almost like sleepwalking then.
Mm-hmm.
Sword Saint, you're sleepwalking.
And it's dangerous to wake up a sleepwalker. Let's keep going.
I can vouch for that, as we
Fair
just
enough.
learned.
Fair
Ask
enough.
Mick if we can ask these guys to let us in, or do we need to let you port us in?
I can do both. Do they seem like they're gonna fight us?
They are guarding the door.
Yes. Okay. Then I will walk up brazenly.
Both mechs like simultaneously turn towards you.
Hey. I'm just here to collect the pilot, and then I'll be on my way.
You can hear the conversation between they kind of like pause and then they speak in their own language in which Gridspace talks to them for you.
Mm-hmm.
Gridspace then quickly goes on comms and says there's no pilot here. They are guarding the mech.
Why? Well, I mean, I assume I know why, but like,
The last time the pilot was still in the mix, so this go around.
right? Interesting. Do they know where the pilot would be?
Bit of conversation, but basically you get the information back of like not is it not classified? It's classified information.
Oh Jesus
Oh
fucking
my
Christ!
God, you just don't have the clearance for that
I will-
information. Which means the pilot's in the room.
I will speak out loud and say, "Now listen here. We have a situation, and these people that are in here," and Gritspace is pointing at me, "can't live on the soil can't live on here for very long, and I would like to get them out of here. So if you know where they are, I want to know." And he's trying to be like intimidating. Jeremy can't be intimidating, but Gritspace and Cortavas are being intimidating.
You basically told them that you're being piloted.
Oh no.
Yes.
Cool.
And this is what.
They both level their weapons at you. Y'all get to roll for initiative.
Yay!
I just want it to be intimidating, damn it.
Well, good
It
job.
worked. It worked.
I am so incredibly proud of you.
Awesome.
Time to find the button.
So you guys should be able to roll for initiative without an issue.
I'm
Damn, I rolled.
liking this
I rolled pretty
descending
good
order, ladies and gentlemen.
I was gonna say I rolled pretty good comparatively.
Oh, y'all are making it easier for me to actually like
Hell yeah.
read this. Cool. Is that everyone? I'm just double checking.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
What is going on with my internet tonight?
Did I spell that wrong? No, I didn't. I spelled that right. I think this is the second time that Jason's gone last on initiative.
It's possible.
And that just means I can get some hits in before I get demolished.
Jason has a type. Okay.
Yeah, it's big damage.
Big boy damage.
Big boy damage. I've learned that.
I feel like Jason mains in 5e like the warlock paladin thing where you can just blow a divine smite and then blow like the warlock damage.
You know, I wound
Blast.
up running
Yes.
5e more than I wound up playing it, but
The problem is he's
I
been
had
running
the
it.
I had the Mystic.
I was going
In
to say,
the
well, I think the
first
last
run.
time you played 5e, you were playing your Mystic.
Let's see. I've run
Which doesn't even exist as a
With
subclass,
folks.
or as a class anymore.
with folks around here. I've played my Warlock Fighter a couple of times, but I don't think he ever got past like third or fourth level.
It'd be like,
The first version may have made it to 6th. I forget. I wasn't in that campaign very long.
You still get a hit in on one of them, possibly, before they actually get a turn to move. They rolled like
shit.
shit.
oh, so I'm first.
Yes, you are first. Grid Space Leviathan.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna have these out like this and then portal into the door.
You're
just-
just
Portaling through them.
okay.
And I'll say on the comms, keep him busy!
Deca, I love you. I really hope you just faceplant into that fucking wall.
Me too.
All right. Yep. I expected
Orchid-
that.
Orchid's
Mhm.
gonna kill me. It's okay.
I yep. Expected that.
Mm-hmm,
Yep.
mm-hmm.
Quick, one of you awakened guys, tell him we ain't with him.
It's literally just Revenant or Bolt.
We were just walking down the hallway in the same direction. I don't know who that guy was.
Who's that?
I don't
Oh,
think that's gonna work.
Sorry, I just have to roll one more thing here.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, we're gonna come back to you in a second.
Yeah, go for it.
Yazawa.
Well, so, just so that I'm absolutely clear, Kortev attempts to be intimidating,
Mm-hmm.
gets found out to be being piloted,
Mhm.
and then just yeets himself through a portal into the other room, telling us to keep them busy.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
We are never letting him go ahead of us ever again.
No.
Can't stop
He's
me
rear
from
guard
trying.
from now on. Rear guard.
Never again. Well, at this point, I suppose it's shoot first, ask questions later.
Technically, I ask questions. I'm just saying.
Alright, well,
I'm just here for the ride.
before I launch into combat, she is going to ask Revenant one thing.
Hmm.
Is there a hierarchy within your species? And where do you rank on it?
Depends on what needs to be done. Everyone is different. Most fighters, most battles of way are higher up. People like Terra, Revenant, Sword Saint, Orchid, Carnage, Carnage is above everyone. Carnage ain't here.
Do you rank above the two that are at that door right now?
No.
Well, alright then. Guess we're firing. And bow in hand, coalescing energy, and here we go. I was gonna
Okay.
try a tactful way if he outranked them. I was gonna try tact.
Nobody here outranks the Terra, except for maybe the Terra that you have. But she's just gonna end up fighting. More than likely.
Okay. Well, then it's fire first, ask questions later.
So start blasting.
Yep.
We're going to roll 2d6.
Yes. Sorry, hang on. My freaking I accidentally added a thing to my attacks that I didn't want to, so I'm gonna have to deal with that in a second. There we go. I'm trying to remember. Do I just click the attack for the bow, or do I have to?
That's gonna be your damage. If I remember correctly, roll. You are going.
Isn't it that?
No, because you're.
I remember using a stat that we're trying not to use.
Yeah, we can't. You can't click your attack. You have to roll 2d6 because it automatically rolls too many things.
Okay. So it's /roll 2d6.
You take away 2.
Because of archery specialization, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm not doing anything fancy. Okay.
Okay. Perfect. This is going to hit. Okay, we're just going to use the damage from your bow.
Yep.
So do the same damage every time?
I don't think so.
Because that says 38 equals 38.
That's how the damage is calculated on the
Yeah.
Yep.
the sheet.
Yeah, damage is usually pretty static, I think.
Yep.
Okay.
It's all about whether or not you can hit it, what defenses they have.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yep. No, and they have some defenses for me to. I math that out. Y'all get to figure that out later.
Yay.
Okay.
And
Perfect.
yeah, that's it, because I don't feel like attempting to wall slide exactly like Limbo would.
Exactly like any Warframe would.
Yeah, that too.
Perfect. Okay. It is our second Terra's turn. Which is perfect. Beautiful. This also, this is the Terra that you hit. So you can guess what she's aiming for.
Me?
Ooh, you got it.
Is it a ranged attack?
Do you have something that values against range?
You damn right it is. Because I am on foot. And I have ranged defense. Which, to be honest, I don't actually remember what that does. So I'm gonna go.
It's okay.
I feel like it just adds a 1 to their attack.
I'm gonna go pull it up because I think it was actually something kind of specific.
I think you can roll your defense or something. I don't remember.
I'm just waiting for the PDF to load.
My whole screen blacked out for a second there. I was like, what the heck?
It doesn't want to load. Fantastic. It's second edition we're on, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Oh, my eyes. That's a really bright screen. I'm just gonna give her, for now, we're gonna give her a plus.
Yep, I'm just gonna
Should
keep
be.
looking for it. Go for it.
Which means... Oh, she's gonna fail her shot because of that. Oops, it's the wrong thing, actually. Yep, she fails her shot, so she won't do any damage this time. Gives her a plus that literally just makes her miss. Okay. Next is Acolyte.
Okay, sorry, I'm just reading it as well.
You're fine.
Total. He's going to go into. Well, let's see. Are they attacking at range?
Yes, right now one is attacked at range, the other one has not attacked yet.
Well, he's going to put up the force field to try and block any attacks coming at him.
Okay.
At the group anyway. Those who stay behind his shield. So.
Okay.
That'll be his action.
All right, Jason.
All right. I charge the closest one.
Okay,
Both blades are popped out.
perfect. It's the one that hasn't attacked.
I've got a 2 levels of melee attacks.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that basically adds to my stats, so it's easier for me to roll under. I think that's how that skill works.
Yes.
All right, so I need to roll 2d6.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, that'll hit.
Let's see. My stat is a 7 plus the 2.
8, 9. So it's kind of one of those like weird meets it beats it sort of things. Plus,
So
they
I
don't
have
have
to
a.
roll the stat or under.
Yep.
Okay. And then my damage is, let's see, 30 damage from the blades, 10 for my super strength. And then I get something else for my Kinsai as the Janbara Master. I get some kind of bump for charging. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. Maybe another +5.
Yeah, I think that's.
It's either another +5 or +10, but I think it was the 5.
So 35?
No, it would be 45.
No, 45. Sorry. Yes, that's right.
I think I still need the book, but I guess I can open it as well.
Okay. Maddie hit the first one. Jason needs to hit the second one now.
And then I get my second attack, because I believe I took extra attack. Yes.
Yes, you did.
Now, will I get my charge bonus on this one as well, or is that just for the first one?
Just for the first one.
All right, so that's 40 damage to him then. as I basically go in and do with both arms.
Oh. Okay. I even fucking scaled these up. You guys just do big damage. That's what it is. Okay.
Statted for combat.
Hmm?
I literally statted for combat. So
You're
is
statted for
Jason.
combat. So is Jason. Yep.
Alright, so I actually figured it out for the defense.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get hit with a successful attack, the player can then roll a defense, which is their combat value minus 2 they have to roll under.
Mhm.
And and modifiers such as for us, like me and her, we have ranged. We'll add a +1 for each level.
Mhm.
For the combat, we can, with no penalties against the first attack, unless there's other penalties involved. But if we try to block any additional combats, we add +2, I think, to our disadvantage for each attack, additional attack. So, +1 for each additional attack. Looks like, I think. Anyway, no, it's +2. Sorry, +2 after the first attack. Sorry, I just had to check the rules on that. So it's because I have to defend because that's all my character is.
I've got melee defense too, so it'd be good to know.
Yeah, it's just -2 from your combat value, which is all your stats divided by 3.
Okay. Okay, you just went. Perfect. Okay.
Oh, that's what it does. It's +5 damage. Plus, I can add my acrobatic skill as damage.
Okay.
And I've got 1 rank of acrobatics.
Okay.
So +6 of charging.
Perfect. Let me see. Let me just go through some stuff here really quick.
Oh, that stinks for me. Oh well.
Okay. What's that? Oof. Okay. Perfect. Let's do that. This too. Okay. Sorry. There's a lot of math on these tarots. Perfect. This second tarot, this one that you just hit, is going to make an attack on you, Jason.
Okay.
She is. You can kind of see the way she caves in on herself a little bit, or she just kind of hunches it back in on herself. And you can see the charge of energy that's coming from around her chest and around her stomach area. As she's going to just do a very quick energy blast at you.
Is this the one that's right at me or the one further back?
The one that's right in front of you.
Okay.
Okay, she has skills in that. Thing is I haven't actually made its kids do a lot of damage. She is only going to do 9 damage.
Okay. I have got heavy armor.
Okay.
Which knocks off. How much does heavy armor knock off? There's light armor.
What level of armor do you have?
Heavy armor, just heavy armor 1.
All right, so you reduce the damage by 10.
Okay.
Time to start scaling stuff up. Okay.
It's like, let me just add plus 50 to all damage from here on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking die as soon as it's my turn again.
They're gonna look at me and sneeze, and I'm gonna die. Thanks, Jason.
You're welcome.
This is really the Dark Souls of
How
tabletop
Maddie's
gaming.
character almost died in Monster of the Week. I had to scale everybody up because of Jason's divine character.
You almost get me killed again, Jason, and we're done. Friendship over.
Look,
You did so much damage. I was like, let me just throw 2 of them together at you, and then Maddie just kept rolling.
when she starts the ongoing Monster Hunter, or Monster of the Week rather, I'm not allowed to play John Modison.
Yeah, you're not allowed to play the divine.
I'm not allowed to
No, you
play
said
any.
you already said I could play the Divine.
Oh, yeah,
I just
that's
did not play
right,
the
okay.
old character.
You can play the divine, but you can't. I've got his character sheet.
So
I
instead of John Modison, I'll be Jim Magnuson,
His long-lost
His kid-
brother,
cousin,
cousin.
because Magni and Modi were Thor's sons.
Twice removed.
And instead of the Godling for Hire card, he will have a card that says "Have Hammer will travel."
Shit.
Amazing. Anyway, back to this combat.
Yes.
V already regrets everything.
Now I may play the spooky or something. I haven't said.
Deca's gone.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I don't even see Deca. Where did he go? Cause it's Orchid's turn. You show up in this room and you recognize Orchid. You recognize the white framed look of her. You recognize the 2 blades. Think praying mantis claws.
Mhm.
Right now they're folded up against her arms. But you can see the way that this mech is kind of circling. And she turns and looks at you.
Awake or asleep, awake or asleep, awake or asleep.
Grisface mentions awake.
Okay.
And she quickly holds her hand out for a connection.
Oh. Okay. Does that make it
No,
my turn?
to shoot you with her finger guns. She doesn't have finger guns.
Finger guns are the best.
It's like handshake, psych, pew.
Handshake.
It's
Psych,
like handshake
the
and then the blade comes up and slices me.
Just got chopped right in half. Yikes! There goes grid space.
And then it's my turn.
And yes, it's your turn.
Okay. I hear the fighting. I hear the fighting behind me, and I'm like, "Thanks, guys." And I put her there.
Wow.
This is how grid space dies, guys.
Yep.
No.
Bye, guys. See you next time.
Pleasure. No. The connection is quickly made. You can hear the talking going through.
Mhm.
and Orchid agrees to help you fight.
Do they
You
know where the
just have
pilot
to
is?
get her out of here.
I mean, I literally portaled in. Do you know where the pilot is?
No.
Damn it. Okay. I will help you. And if I still have an action, I will portal them out. Just right in front of everyone fighting.
Yeah, you guys just shook hands. I'll let you portal him out.
Yeah, if not, it's fine. I'll wait till the next time. But if so, then I'll portal them out.
They'll move out on their turn if they get there. Yazawa.
Yep, next shot.
Okay. Remember correctly, is your body that? Oh yeah, you're good.
My
Alright.
range
Which one are you
is
aiming
8.
for?
The same one I shot before.
Perfect.
Does that
Okay,
hit?
this one,
Okay.
this
then-
one's gonna, because Sword Saint is right there. The one that you just shot is going to take aim at Sword Saint. This is the one that does. Perfect. Perfect. This one's ranged. So do you have something against ranged?
No, I have something against melee.
Okay, no, this one is ranged. Now I know you have heavy armor, so I can already take -10 from that. You are going to take 12 damage.
Haha, finally a worthy combat.
Our
Alright,
fight shall be legendary.
where is my hit points at?
Should be right near the top of your page. Should be right under character info.
Character info. Points
Should have
allotted.
automatically.
it'll be right underneath ACV, under derived values. Just above your
HP
attached.
mod.
Oh,
Oh, HP 62. Okay.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay. 'cause
Wait,
I've taken a couple
You should
points
be at
of
a,
those.
you should be at your full 65. But you can take away 12 from that
Okay.
because you guys have had time to heal yourself if anything has needed be from that one fight.
Okay.
Your health. Beefy. 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 Jason does the most damage and is the baby?
He has heavy armor.
Yeah.
That helps.
Fucker's a
True.
tank.
We're back to Peter. We're back to Peter Doss.
Well, since he sees the other one starting to shoot at, what is it, Sword? What's his name?
Okay.
Sorry.
Sword Saint
What?
Helios.
He's going to try and switch the shield so that it blocks the others shooting at Helios.
Okay.
So Helios can still focus on the one without getting shot by the other.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
He's making a battle dome.
2 makes there, 1 make leaves.
Projected out distance up to 5 meters from the character.
I can still move up if needed, but figure the fact that we were in a
You'll
hallway
have to
pretty
move
close.
up a little bit, but you can definitely easily encase him.
Yeah, it's just more to block so that it would have to move to shoot again. But since it's getting targeted down by other compatriot,
Mm-hmm. And then if you're just doing that for your shield, we are back to Jason.
yep, that was my action.
The one I initially attacked is still standing there?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
Oh,
okay.
they didn't move.
Just verifying. And then I kind of shiv them prison style.
Jesus.
How you doing?
Okay.
Stab, 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 stab.
First attack. Pretty sure that'll be a hit.
Yep.
So that's another 40 points of damage.
Yeah, that one's
So
down.
it's still up.
Nope.
And then I'll take my movement to take the second attack on the other one.
Cap.
So that'll be with me charging. So that'll be a plus
Okay.
6 damage if I hit.
You like
Yeah.
take 2 steps back and you're like, ooh.
Probably not though.
Hold on.
Because I got a 7, 8, 9 with my.
If you said 9 met
Yeah.
it, beat it, then it's probably not gonna hit.
What does combat mastery do? Oh, I just noticed I've got something else, or that may add to it. I don't know.
Let me. Here's your page.
Let's see. Ground speed, shield.
Extra attack, massive damage. That's heavy armor. Combat
Fine.
mastery. If I remember, that should give you. That should give you a negative. Give me a second. That's not what I asked for, internet.
Combat mastery. The character's combat value is increased by 1 point. So instead of going by my body, I've been using my body when I should have been using my ACV.
I think that's what we've been doing though with the body instead.
Which is fine. You can still use body for it. For whenever I play, that was also.
So that's 7, 8, 9 for my melee attack skill, and then another one for my combat mastery. So that's 10. So that one would hit.
Yep.
Oh shit.
So that is 46 points of damage.
She's down. She's down. You're fine.
Orchid
6
portals in, and it's like, oh, they're
Ready
already
to
gone.
Oh.
A few seconds later,
Wasn't needed. That's fine. Perfect. You guys have successfully taken down both of the Terras.
It was a group effort. Way to go, team.
yay, impetuousness.
All I did was just flip a pancake.
Oh.
Well, you're there to shield us and patch us up afterwards. You have your purpose.
So,
Mhm.
good news, found Orchid. Bad news, no pilot.
Orchid is moving and walking on her own without her pilot.
Creepy.
Well, you're in better condition than Triton was when we found him, so that's always a plus.
She needs to consistently use me, so I'm kept in good condition.
She?
Dahlia.
So, Dahlia's strange how?
Dahlia is not like you. In a way.
Well, I trained under her. She is a bee.
She
Delirious.
Something with Axel and with Dahlia is different, unlike you humans.
Dahlia's not a human.
Or Axel, apparently.
I mean, when I say different how, I mean, how are they acting differently? Is this they're fighting the one that's inside of them? Is this they shouldn't be acting like this because this is not how they normally act, full stop?
They're trying to take over these lands. No human can take over these lands.
Oh my god, they gave them a Conqueror protocol. Why do we do this?
Dahlia's the pilot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. I know.
Okay, no, sorry, you said that and I'm like, Dahlia's not the mech, but continue,
Nope,
go ahead.
I'm aware. So where is Dahlia?
With the leaders.
And they are where?
Around. One's been disposed of. The other 3 should be in the Highlands.
That the other way?
Okay. Dahlia can't be far from you then.
She's forced connections. She is far away from me as she wants. Until the breakdown happens, that's the only time she comes for me.
So who is she in right now?
Unknown.
Okay, so Dahlia has, for a lack of a better term, drinking the Kool-Aid. And is trying to conquer this land. Which can only mean, to me, and please, for the love of all that is holy, correct me if I'm wrong, that she lured everybody in here and set up the ambush?
Which ambush?
Well, some of our pilots were injured and or damaged during the confrontation that we were told was a kidnapping.
Oh, they were just in the way.
In the way of what?
Her leaving.
So they tried to stop her.
Yes.
She left anyway. Okay. Does this make sense to anybody else?
Sounds like somebody is being extremely human right now.
Sounds like we have
So
to
I
kick
think-
Dahlia's ass before we take her home.
Sounds to me. Let me get this straight. Dahlia is the one who attacked our team. The other team, the first team that came through, or was there was. That's why I'm getting confused here.
The
Was
one
Dahlia
that caused
trying?
the kidnapping?
Yeah.
Dahlia was leaving, we were returning, and both Carnage and Trident stopped her. Carnage was damaged, but Trident followed back. It wasn't. Dahlia wasn't me. I would not allow her to hurt them.
All right.
Were you already awakened with Dahlia?
Yes.
When?
In your time months?
Interesting. So people know about this and they're keeping it on the low.
I'm not sure if people is the right word. It may be something Dahlia figured out.
And possibly Axel.
Here's the other question I have now. Were you able to see who was trying to force Trident?
That was Dahlia. The only ones that can force connections are other pilots. Others like you.
I was hoping not to hear that, but I guess I should have figured.
That makes sense.
Well, for those that have been forced, we have successfully reset one. And
Yet
Yeah, but he was still breaking down though.
he's falling
but
apart.
that was, I believe, that was more damage to Triton than an inability to connect properly again.
But yeah, the connection was remade, but he was still deteriorating. He may last days, he may last weeks.
Okay.
But he's still gonna fall apart.
Mhm. Okay, well, we have a new course of action. Is there any word on if any of the other ones thought similarly to Dahlia?
Any of the other pilots?
Yes, any of the other ones that were put out of commission.
Quentin and Cordula are like, we don't even know what Dahlia is attempting, what she's trying to do here. It's at this time that you realize that Blythe is no longer with you guys. That Pandora is no longer among the group.
Is she still in range to be picked up by a communication signal?
Or a radar? Sensors, whatever.
No. You're guessing it's something in the skill set that Pandora has that is blocking from radars.
Which I would know about because that was...
Who you trained under?
Some kind of stealth system. Alright, so it looks like we may have one more trader, and we've still got one more pilot to find.
Or she's tracking and is doing so in a way that isn't going to get her caught.
Yeah, it's still when you say something to the rest of the party before you leave, though.
Yeah, no, I don't like this either.
Say something to the rest of the party as she just gestures to Kortev.
Well, you know, he's like he is.
She's used to working
A
alone.
little over-caffeinated there. A little excited. A little twitchy.
That was
I
a good
would
one.
like
Give me
to-
5.
I would like to hold out at least a little hope that she isn't betraying us.
Okay.
Either way, I still
you can
got
hold
3
on to that.
pods.
No, I agree with them. I think this is bad for us. This is not looking good.
Then I guess the Highlands is our next step.
Yes, it is.
Should we make sure that we have enough power and such to make it?
Hey, are you guys good to go? Can you make a trip to the Highlands? Do you know where the Highlands are?
The Highlands are very up.
Good thing they can fly. Good thing we can fly.
Orchid Acolyte sitting back there like, I can't fly.
I can't fly, and I don't like heights.
I'm gonna portal him like a stairmaster.
All right, now the Highlands is where
Dahlia is.
Dahlia is.
Mhm.
What about the other pilot we're still looking for? There were 3 of them.
If I remember correctly, you guys found Lorcan.
Yep.
Yeah, he's walking back.
I may have actually had Cadfael here. I'm sorry, Cadfael is here. Carnage is here. Orchid's best bet with what Cadfael
I thought Carnage was the one that made it back. No, because we brought all the ones that made it back, didn't we?
Mm.
Yeah, okay.
yeah, Cadfael would be the last one, and with Orchid's best bet, Carnage would be in the Highlands as well, because Carnage is like, it's kind of the heads, and then usually Carnage mechs, and then Terra's, and then some others.
So, the pilot is here, the mech is not.
Yes. Sorry,
Then-
that's what I meant. Sorry.
Sure. Well,
You're-
I
Beck
mean, we
is
could at
here.
least go pick
Cod
him
Fail
up.
is back.
Yeah. So that's technically
right.
mission accomplished. And then we
Technically,
go back
yes.
for revenge.
The only person you're missing, technically, is Dahlia.
But they're probably a turncoat.
Well, I mean, yeah, probably.
Okay. So so then we'll get Carnage's pilot situated into the pod.
Hmm. If he's still alive, of course.
Yes.
I mean, I'll
Well,
take
yeah.
his. Even
Even
if
if he's not,
dead,
you know,
yeah, dead or alive, I still have to take him.
dead or alive, he's coming with us.
With that, Orchid agrees to take you to the Highlands without an issue.
Mhm.
The Highlands are a bit of a trek because the Highlands are technically in the sky. There are many ways to get there. There are platforms here that'll just sort of teleport and
Start
shift you there.
Platforming.
Platforming.
Yeah, you see poor acolyte just like waiting for the portal. Like, oh, there we go. Shoomp.
I do some portal stuff where I go into get him into one portal and it goes down into another.
Cool. Horrid! Stop it.
Yeah, make him sick while you're at it.
He comes at the other end and starts saying something along the lines, "I've been falling for 30 minutes."
Oh.
I regret nothing.
So I have the other pilot, right?
Yes.
Just making
you-
sure. What's his status?
Alive, badly damaged, but you also know Codfail is willing to literally fight anything, which is
That's
why he
fair.
paired with Carnage so easily and so quickly.
So he's alive but hurt.
Yeah.
So he's the guy
Don't
that you
wake
took
up.
to a bar, and he just got into a fight because somebody accidentally bumped into him at the bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Making sure. Push his button
This
to
guy
put
would
on
probably
restraints.
Fight a fish, a fridge, because he bumped into it by accident, or because
Oh,
there was
you-
no cold beer in there.
Oh my god.
Even though he
telling
put
me
beer
all
in
the
there
time you
5
did
minutes
things.
ago. Why isn't it cold? That's Codfail.
Oh my god.
You're welcome.
That's amazing.
He's an
That's a
asshole.
beautiful visual.
He's a
I-
bastard. That's why nobody has trained under him.
You know what? He's a bastard, but I, the player, I love him.
Yeah, and just to make sure he is strapped down in the pod. He made sure
You
that
actually
this
have
time.
restraints, actually.
I didn't do it last time because I didn't expect the guy to whack his head. I expected him to wake up slowly. I didn't want him to go thunk. And I know Carnage is pilot.
This is Godfail. You guys make it to the Highlands after some time. It is surrounded by the weird clouds that are in this area, the weird like purple yellowish clouds. And I lost my shoe. This place is much more extravagant than the like the lower lands places. This is meant and looks like it's almost for like royalty, kind of in the idea of it. There's
crap, we
large
entered-
arches.
Castle
You've
on the
entered
Cloud.
what?
I was saying, oh god, we entered into the fenced area. We better be careful. Because, the rich people's places, they're all fenced in.
Oh yeah, there's
The
like
gay
white picket
community.
fences everywhere.
Community.
You guys don't have a key? You don't know anybody that lives here? Sorry. Try again. Never.
We
There
get
is a
eaten off
Sonic
the side.
outside though. I always notice restaurants just like right outside of gated. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Orchid can get you in. She can take you to where she can only guess Dahlia might be, but it is going to be a fight to get there. And with that information, that's what we're gonna call it.
Woo!
Woo! Well, that
Alrighty.
was certainly an action-packed episode in accompaniment with, well, stuff and things.
Yeah.
Stuff and things are fun. And, yeah, so, V, just out of curiosity, how many episodes do you think we got left? 1!
If y'all don't die, this should be the last.
Cool. So next week,
Got
tune
close.
in for our last episode of Big Eyes Small Mouth. And at this point, I'm also going to let you guys know that Wednesday night showcases aren't going away entirely. What we're going to be doing is we're going to rework it.
Be taking a break?
We're going to be
Okay.
taking a break till the new year, but we are going to be reworking our Wednesday night showcase. The Wednesday night showcase will go more long form. We're looking at 6, 8, 10 months long. If not approaching maybe a year and a half, who knows. But Wednesday night will still maintain its non-D&D 5e or Pathfinder format. So, after next week's game, assuming we don't extend it into another episode because we're just not getting what the DM's attempting to lay down and or wind up dying,
Came
we
close.
will be taking a break until the new year. When we come back, we'll be back with some more Monster of the Week run by our very own V, who I'm very excited to haul into my DM team with Cap. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And
So,
Jason.
we will let you guys know for sure next week whether or not we, yes, and Jason, relax. Jason is affiliate, because he's with,
I mean, he still DMs here.
it's,
Yeah, but it's an association with the
It's
guys I'm actually
association.
with, so
yeah, what,
Yeah.
I can never remember the group that you're with, Jason.
Nerd Eternal.
the Nerd Eternal Network.
That's the
Yeah.
one.
He goes like this with his shirt every time.
So
Even
anyway,
though my camera is reversing it, so I don't know if that does any good.
we will be back in the new year after next week's episode. Don't forget, Wednesday nights, Cap is working with Nerdsmith to stream Obscurum, so we're actually going to head on over there once I pull the stream back up, because I never have it open because it always lags me out. But as always, we'd like to thank our sponsors, D&D Beyond, that is D the letter N, dbeyond.com, as well as Lucky Dice Cafe and Station Retro. As well, of course, we always like to, we will also shout out Nerdsmith, which is who we are going to head on over to soon as I can figure this out. We are Nerdsmith. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we are going to raid over on We Are Nerdsmith to go support Cap with Obscurum. So, be good to one another, and remember, roar for initiative.